Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel 1000 Alb Sisters. I hope everyone is having a wonderful day. Before starting the video, please subscribe and keep watching for more details videos. 1000 Alb Sisters. The 8 worst things Tammy Slaton said about Amy, Baby Gage and others ranked. 1000 Alb Sisters star Tammy Slaton has always been difficult in her relationships with her friends and family, saying some incredibly terrible things to them during her time on the series. While Tammy has said some terrible things, many of them have happened during moments of tension and anxiety. Tammy's been through a lot since the beginning of 1000 Alb Sisters Season 1, which first premiered in 2020. Tammy and her sister, Amy Slaton, have been trying to keep their health under control and gain back some of the independence they'd lost due to their high weight in the past. While things were somewhat easier for Amy, who had less weight to lose, Tammy continued to struggle. Tammy's issues stemmed from abuse and difficulties in her childhood, which were challenging for her to unpack in order to get the mental stability she needed to lose weight. Finding comfort in food, Tammy's weight reached an all-time high in late 2021 when she suffered from an undisclosed issue and found herself fighting for her life in a medically induced coma. After she began to heal, Tammy was admitted to a weight loss rehabilitation facility in Ohio where she continued to lose weight and regain her strength. 1000 Alb Sisters Season 5 will continue to document her journey to a healthier life. During her time in the Ohio-based rehabilitation facility, where she eventually met her late husband, Caleb Willingham, Tammy had a more than one romantic relationship with a fellow patient. Early on in her stay at the facility, Tammy was seen talking about another man on social media, gushing about how safe and loved he made her feel. A critic reached out to Tammy on social media, sending a DM about how Tammy should work on losing weight instead of dating. Maybe stay in your lane, worry about your own freaking self and not worry about what the I do, Tammy replied, according to The Hollywood Gossip. During an interview segment filmed for 1000 Alb Sisters Season 3, Tammy and Amy were having a minor spat prior to their time filming for the series. Though the sisters' fighting wasn't uncommon, their fights happening during interviews on the series are much less common than seeing them happening during candid filmed moments. Tammy, who doesn't take well to being bossed around, wasn't happy with the way Amy was acting during the interview. "You stupid," Tammy criticized, snapping at Amy further after her sister asked her to stop attacking her. Tammy's temper has a short fuse, sometimes making it difficult for the Amy's baby Gage, calling him a piglet. While Tammy and Amy are close enough that they feel they can do or say anything to one another, there are some things that Amy has tried to get Tammy to stop. When Amy had her first son, Gage Halterman, in 2021, she was concerned that he would have the same eating habits she did. Amy was hopeful she would be able to instill healthy values in baby Gage, as she was doing her best to learn better habits. In one of her early moments with Gage, Tammy called the baby a piglet while feeding him, saying it as though it was a term of endearment. Amy, who stayed quiet, was offended. "If you're not obsessed with me, you're not my type." While Tammy's known to have some serious self-esteem issues, there have been moments where she's had flashes of major self-confidence, showing she knows her worth. In relationships, Tammy's always had trouble finding men who would treat her well in the long term. While some are interested in her just for her weight, others have pursued her for her 1000 Alb Sisters fame. In a video posted on Tammy's TikTok, she mouthed along to a sound that shared her exact feelings. If someone isn't obsessed with her, they're not her type. She ended the video by flipping her middle finger up at the camera, accentuating her point. "It's my life and I should get what I want." While Tammy's family members have been her primary caregivers for the majority of her adult life, she's had some issues with the way they've treated her in the past. For Tammy, gaining a sense of independence has been difficult when she needed help to do some basic tasks. When she revealed that she was planning to marry Caleb during 1000 Alb Sisters Season 4, Tammy's family had a hard time coming to grips with the news, trying to reassure them that she was marrying Caleb for the right reasons despite their nuptials being fast. Tammy explained she should be able to do what she wants in her life without criticism. Tammy said Amy's caveman feet were constipated. While Tammy and Amy have tried to remain supportive of one another through difficult times, there are moments when their communication breaks down and the sisters ultimately wind up fighting. During an episode of 1000 Ob Sisters Season 2, Tammy and Amy were in the midst of a spa day when Tammy began to get angry with her sister for reasons beyond understanding. Tammy lashed out at Amy later in her interview segment, criticizing her sister's caveman feet, which looked constipated to her. Tammy meant to explain that Amy's feet looked claustrophobic in her socks, but misspoke, creating a disastrously hilarious moment. "Try being my size, Amy, you don't know how it is." Although Tammy and Amy have both been overweight for the majority of their lives, they've both dealt with varying degrees of obesity. Tammy, who has been considerably larger than Amy throughout their adult lives, has had moments where she knows Amy can't quite relate to her even though her sister tries. Though Amy has tried to be on the same page as Tammy, there have been moments when the emotions surrounding being at such a high weight have gotten to Tammy in the past. During one of the most iconic 1000 Ob Sisters scenes ever, Tammy let Amy know she didn't know what it was like to live in her shoes. "We're all Humpty Dumptys." Although Tammy clearly cares for her family, she's always been quick to speak about them plainly and is sometimes harsh with the way she chooses to describe them. During an interview segment on 1000 Ob Sisters, Tammy felt comfortable enough to share with her producers just how she described her family members. "To describe my family," Tammy shared in an interview with Amy and their brother, Chris Combs, "we're a bunch of Humpty Dumptys. We're all a bunch of softies," she laughed. While Tammy's intentions behind her words weren't to be harsh about her family, the 1000 Ob Sisters star can sometimes lodge insults at the ones she loves without realizing she's doing it.